All right, so last night, President Trump announced that he was halting trade negotiations with Canada after the use of a video showing Ronald Reagan's disdain for tariffs. Now, I covered this. In fact, it was on the show March 12th of this year because corporate America used the same tactic to try to shame Trump amongst older GOP voters. In fact, here's a snippet of the video in question.
Last week, I placed new duties on some Japanese products in response to Japan's inability to enforce their trade agreement with us on electronic devices called semiconductors. Now, imposing such tariffs or trade barriers and restrictions of any kind are steps that I am loath to take. Japanese semiconductors were a special case.
So the upshot is Reagan, he regretted using tariffs and he was loath to use them. But this is a statement from his office. And the things that you see here is that he had to use them because it jeopardized, our industry was jeopardized by unfair trading practices. The dumping of these things really, it just underscored the fact that, again, he says that for the health and vitality of the U.S. semiconductor industry. Think about this. Many people don't realize Japan was in the driver's seat at one point because they were dumping chips on America and they had barriers so U.S. chip makers couldn't sell in Japan. Does that sound familiar? So Reagan turned to protectionism. By the way, it wasn't the only time. Several times during his presidency, whether it was tighter quotas on auto, steel, sugar, textiles, machine tools, or increasing tariffs on things like motorcycles, Canadian lumber. He did this, and of course, it was the 100% tariffs on that huge, at the time, $300 million Japanese semiconductor exports that worked. It didn't happen overnight, but this is what happened. After 5 years, U.S. chip makers took less than 10% share and doubled it in the Japanese market. That's what you get, right? So this is more than a story of unfair trade. It's a story about fighting back. America had 70% of the DRAM market back in the 1970s. They let Japan take it all, right? Through this predatory practices, dumping. We didn't lift a finger. Unthinkingly following the sort of free trade doctrine that people put these blinders on when it was obviously not a wise or fair trade. In fact, the CEO of Advanced Micro, I think it was 1983, just came out and said, you know what, Japan won. They have won the dynamic RAM market. He gave up on it. And of course, well, it turns out not everyone gave up on it. Enter one of America's greatest business heroes, J.R. Simplot. I love his story. If you haven't read it, read it. Idaho native, 8th grade dropout, began a business. It's 14 years old, and then he conquered the potato market, right? So in 1979, you had two brothers, Joe and Ward Parkinson. They started a DRAM company in Idaho, of all places. It was against all odds because Japan was dominating. They got J.R. Simplot to invest, right, in 1980. But he did it because he was armed with this vision. He knew how to deal in commodities markets. So he put in $1 million. Later on, he put in more. Meanwhile, these large U.S. behemoths, the big names in the semiconductor industry, they sat on their hands. They sat on their hands. Micron filed an anti-dumping complaint in June of 1985. It wasn't until a few months later where Intel, National Semi, Advanced Micro decided they would also file. Simplot lobbied Ronald Reagan really hard, and now the rest is history. In fact, I'm not sure America would be as dominant as they are right now without J.R. Simplot, but I'm sure if we don't summon that same courage to fight like he did, we will lose the AI war.